Now confirmed, Princess Leonor's wedding leaves the world speechless. It was meant to be a day like any other in Madrid, official engagements, palace routines, and the usual attention that follows Spain's young princess. Princess Leonor, the poised and disciplined heir to the Spanish throne, had just finished a series of public appearances, her every movement scrutinized, every smile measured. But then, the world stopped. Because the unexpected happened, Princess Leonor's wedding is officially confirmed. Not months from now, not a vague plan for the future. It's happening. And it's happening soon. The announcement shattered expectations. Social media erupted. Headlines screamed across Europe. From Madrid to Copenhagen, from London to New York, the news traveled faster than any royal press release ever could. And yet, behind the headlines lies a story far deeper than a wedding date or a gown. It's a story of love, courage, and a young royal asserting her destiny amid centuries of tradition. The moment of confirmation was cinematic. Inside Zarzuela Palace, King Felipe and Queen Letizia gathered with close aides. Cameras, carefully controlled, captured the subtle glances exchanged between father and daughter. Leonor's eyes sparkled, a mixture of nervousness, excitement, and the weight of history pressing upon her shoulders. The world saw the public face of royalty, polished, composed, and flawless. But those inside the palace saw something else. They saw a young woman choosing love, stepping boldly into the future, and quietly shaking the foundations of tradition. Across borders, Prince Christian of Denmark was preparing as well. In Copenhagen, he received the official confirmation. For him, it wasn't just a royal duty, it was a personal milestone. A culmination of months of discreet courtship, careful planning, and genuine connection that defied centuries of rigid protocol. The journey to this day has been as fascinating as the announcement itself. For years, Leonor's life has been orchestrated by tradition, duty, and expectation. From early education to international engagements, every moment was a lesson in diplomacy and discipline. And yet, her private life quietly unfolded, away from public scrutiny. Her relationship with Christian was never loud or ostentatious. It began with subtle encounters at royal events, private conversations across borders, and discreet visits, moments that, in hindsight, were all part of the slow, deliberate unfolding of a modern royal romance. When the announcement hit, the reaction was immediate and global. Crowds gathered outside the royal palace in Madrid, waving flags, cheering, and sharing in a historic moment. In Copenhagen, citizens flocked near Amalienborg Palace, their excitement captured by local media. Analysts called it a historic alignment of two of Europe's most important royal families, while social media users flooded platforms with admiration, curiosity, and awe. But amid the celebration, the deeper story emerged. This wedding represents a turning point for monarchy in the modern era. It is a moment where protocol meets personal choice, where tradition meets transparency, and where two young royals navigate both love and duty in full public view. The wedding itself, while still shrouded in some secrecy, promises to be spectacular. Insiders reveal that the planning balances Spanish grandeur and Danish elegance, merging centuries of ceremonial tradition with a modern touch. Leonor's gown is said to honor both her heritage and her personal style, while Christian's attire will blend formality with understated refinement. Every detail, from flowers to music to ceremonial rituals, is being curated to tell the story of two individuals, two nations, and a love that transcends expectation. But beyond the pomp, it's the intimate, human moments that captivate. Sources describe quiet smiles during planning sessions, shared laughter over small decisions, and the occasional tender glance, moments unseen by the public, yet immensely powerful in shaping the narrative of this union. Families on both sides are navigating the delicate balance between privacy and protocol. King Felipe VI is reported to be supportive yet mindful of public perception. Queen Letizia, who once navigated her own path into royalty, is quietly guiding Leonor, offering advice on balancing public duties with personal happiness. Meanwhile, Queen Margrethe and Prince Frederik in Denmark are ensuring Christian is prepared, both emotionally and ceremonially, for what promises to be a global event. It is a careful choreography of tradition, expectation, and emotion, and yet, every step is designed to allow the couple's humanity to shine through. The implications of this wedding extend far beyond the personal. Political analysts note that the union strengthens symbolic ties between Spain and Denmark, offering potential diplomatic goodwill while modernizing the image of monarchy. For the public, it is a story of love conquering centuries of rigid expectations. And for the next generation, it represents a new model, royalty that is relatable, authentic, and unafraid to embrace emotion in a structured world. Even the critics, initially skeptical, cannot help but acknowledge the courage behind this announcement. To openly declare a wedding in today's global spotlight is to invite scrutiny, speculation, and judgment, yet Leonor and Christian have chosen transparency and authenticity over concealment. As the days leading to the wedding unfold, curiosity intensifies. What will Leonor's final public appearances look like before she becomes a bride? How will Christian navigate the attention in Denmark while preparing for the responsibilities of his future role? What surprises might the royal households reveal in ceremonial details, guest lists, or traditions? Each answer only leads to further intrigue, keeping global attention fixed firmly on this historic event. Even in the quiet moments, the narrative is emotionally rich. Observers report intimate rehearsal moments, subtle exchanges between families, and the deepening bond between Leonor and Christian. Every step, from private laughter to planning discussions, adds depth to a story that could otherwise be reduced to spectacle. This wedding is not just ceremony. It is the intersection of love, legacy, and leadership, a reminder that beneath crowns and titles beat human hearts capable of choice, courage, and connection. For citizens in Spain and Denmark, the emotional impact is profound. Crowds lining the streets, media coverage, and social media reactions all speak to the resonance of this moment. Leonor and Christian represent hope, continuity, and a new kind of monarchy, one that respects tradition while embracing the realities of modern life. As historians and royal commentators note, this wedding may serve as a blueprint for future royal unions, bold, heartfelt, and deeply personal, yet meticulously respectful of centuries of heritage. In the final days before the ceremony, imagine the private moments that will define this wedding. Leonor adjusting her gown, a reassuring word from her mother, a shared glance with Christian. Behind the grandeur, the cameras, and the crowds, there exists a human story, two young royals committing to love while accepting the weight of history on their shoulders. And that is why the world is speechless. This is more than a wedding. It is a story of courage, connection, and authenticity in an institution often defined by protocol and appearance. It is a reminder that even amid centuries of tradition, the human heart remains the ultimate sovereign. When the vows are spoken, when the rings are exchanged, and when the crowds cheer, one truth will resonate. This wedding is not just the union of two crowns, but a testament to love, resilience, and the power of choice. Princess Leonor's wedding leaves the world speechless, because it is, above all, a celebration of humanity meeting history.